Hey guys, you're listening to A Well-Rounded Life, episode number 21. Today, I am getting all up in your business, and I'm warning you that we may not be friends after today's show. I'm kidding, but I promise you, everything that we discuss today is coming from a place of love, because you know I love you. Lately, I've been hearing two questions over and over again from friends of mine. The questions have stopped me in my tracks and made me realize that I need to share about them on the show. And I'm sure if the people in my inner circle are asking these questions, you may be doing so as well. The first question that keeps popping up is, why me? And can you guess what the other question is? That question is, why not me? Interesting, right? I find it so fascinating that those two questions, which happen to be the opposite of each other, keep getting recited over and over and over again. They are the two hot questions of the season. And maybe it's because we are less than 100 days away from 2020. Holy smokes, I can't believe 2020 is actually the next year we have coming up. Or maybe it's because we see our peers racking up awards, accolades, and hitting milestones, and they are thriving in their season. Who knows, friends? Either way, I want to continue a conversation that we started back on episode 3 of season 1. So turn up your speakers and let's get into it. Hey there, and welcome to A Well-Rounded Life, the podcast, a space for creative entrepreneurs seeking an intentional life and biz filled with grace, passion, and purpose. I'm your host, Jamira. I'm a mama, wife, dessert fanatic, and on the ultimate mission to get you closer to your idea of what it means to live a well-rounded life. Right here is where you'll find curated resources, quick tips, and relatable stories, no matter what season of life you're in. So hang out with me for a bit and let's dive in. I've been working my tail lately with my head down and haven't been as engaged on social as I normally would be. And I'm cool with that because we're hustling over here and we are loving on our clients and we're just in a really, really good place. But what has caught my eyes recently are some of the sweet messages that have landed in my inbox since we launched season 2. Well-rounded listener, Just Tia says, yes to all of it. Jamira has a straightforward, no-nonsense approach to the things that women need as wives, mothers, entrepreneurs, sisters, and girlfriends. I've been enlightened by her insight, encouraged by her transparency, and educated by her business knowledge. I'm here for all of it, and I've listened to every episode. Can't wait for the rest of season 2. Thank you so much, Tia, for the review. It means so very much to me and our team because I'm not going to lie, guys, there are days where I'm struggling to pour out content, to set everything up and record. So those messages, they really keep me going and keep me motivated to bring you the show and to actually just show up every day. So thank you, Tia, for that. I really appreciate your message. If you need the link to review the show, head over to awellroundedlifepodcast.com and there's a link there so that you can hook us up with your own review. Okay, let's get into the details of today's show. I want you to take a minute and think about someone in your personal life or someone in your professional setting or industry that has accomplished something that you have hoped to accomplish by now. Okay? Think about the person that you keep wondering about quietly to yourself. Have you asked yourself how come they keep getting blessed or recognized or mentioned across social media platforms or in the workplace? How come they are living the good life and doing some of the things that you want to do someday? Now do me a favor, friend. Stop thinking about said person and what they have done. And make me a promise that today is the last time you even spend your time or energy thinking about Mr. or Mrs. Irrelevant, because that is what they are, irrelevant. Make today the last day that you focus on what someone else has going on in their world and in their home. Because guess what, friends? It is not your business or place to ask why they are where they are. That's between them, their higher power, universe, and themselves. Instead, I want you to take the energy and the time and invest it back into yourself. Think about what you want to accomplish. Think about where you ultimately want to be. And now ponder on why you haven't gotten to where you feel you should be. Now, you know my style, and I'm not going to leave you beating up on yourself wondering why. Instead, I'm going to be right here with you making a plan of action so that you can not only embrace the season you're in, but more so kill it in this season and the next and beyond. That sounds so good, right? Oftentimes, we are all guilty of questioning why something bad may be happening to us or why opportunities seem to pass us by. I'm guilty of that. I'm raising my hand behind this mic because it seems to be especially the case when you have worked your tail off and poured your heart and soul into a project, relationship, or something of the sort. We ask, why not me? Why am I not getting the results that I expected or seemingly deserve? Why did I get passed by, or why am I being punished? I've showed up. I've done my best. I'm here. I'm ready. It's hard. It is a hard pill to swallow. But what I have come to realize by being in this industry of sales, everything is not for me, nor is everything about me. And all that glitters, it ain't gold. Think about it. For my wedding folks, how many times did you submit that proposal with high hopes of getting the gig, only to find that someone else was selected? And for my 9-to-5ers, think about you submitting your proposal or wanting to be selected to be on a project and finding out that you weren't selected or that someone else may be a better fit for the job. And God forbid that someone be the person that you may consider a competitor or even in the office like your arch enemy. But then you know what happens next? Those clients that you thought you were going to be working with and that it was going to be a dream, or that project that you wanted to be on, you are now hearing through the grapevine that they are psycho clients and that team that you wanted to be on is a hot fill in the blank mess. And in these cases, we just say, thank you, God, for shielding me from those crazy people and from those experiences. Now your competitor, on the other hand, they're over there saying, why me? And the people that are on that team that you originally wanted to be on, they're over there complaining about the other people on the team and even the boss at times. Why are these people stressing me out and making my job so much more difficult? That is probably what the people on those teams and your competitor are thinking once they are in the groove and they have been selected. So instead of thinking that everything should be yours or that you deserve all that you desire and all that you want, I want to challenge you today. I want to challenge you to surrender and accept. Accept that what is for you will be for you. Whatever experiences that you are put through, they were made for you. And they will absolutely be an element that will elevate you and maybe even your business. I challenge you to cheer on that person that got that job that you wanted, or that friend that landed the big deal, and even that friend that found love while you're still waiting for your soulmate. It's hard. It's so hard, I know. However, it's not our job to sit around and to be mean and to be nasty, to be hateful, and to be envious. It's hard. I know you're like, dang, Jamari, this is really hard for me not to have a little bit of envy and to be a little bit jealous and to just ask that question, why not me? Or why is this happening to me? However, you do need to cheer them on. You do need to love them and support them. It is necessary if you are expecting the good to come back to you. Haters never win. I'm going to say it again. Haters never win. How can someone win when they are spending time and energy focusing on what they don't have versus spending the time hustling to get what they want? Nip it. Nip that negative energy and shift it. I referenced episode 3, which was Embracing the Season You're In, earlier on the show. And if you haven't checked out that episode just yet, make sure you do so ASAP. It is one of the most downloaded shows that we've had to date, and it is one of my favorites as well. I'm a person that believes that there are not only seasons related to weather, but also seasons in our lives that we go through. Think about that. Think about where you were at the beginning of the year or even a few months back. And now think about where you are currently and where you ultimately want to be. If you are not in a season that feels comfortable or promising, I'm here to tell you that it is temporary. Just as the weather changes and the leaves fall, your situation can change and your pieces will fall in place. The first thing we need to do is to shift our mindset. Open your eyes to the possibilities of what is possible with dedication, hard work, and the right support system in your corner. And on the other hand, close your eyes. Close your eyes to what everyone else is doing and shift your focus on you, on running towards your ideal and embracing what is possible. Instead of why not me this season, how about pause and make a plan? Make a plan on what you will do so that you are saying, why me? Why am I deserving? And I will answer that question for you. You stopped caring about what others are doing and started focusing on what you and your team will do in order to elevate and exceed expectations. Why not you will be a question of the past. If they can do it, if they can have it, you can too. If it seems possible for the people in your circle and surrounding spaces to be blessed with opportunities and abundance, then of course it is possible for you as well. Keep working, keep hustling, keep believing, stay positive, and toss the negative energy and negative vibes out the door. Mindset and movement. Shift your mindset and get moving and running towards what is meant for you. Will you do that for me, friend? Will you also stop asking the question, why not me? Or why is this happening to me going forward? I promise you, you are not being punished. You are maybe being challenged to step it up, to put your head down, to get to work, and to stay focused on your why you started this thing, or why you're involved, or why you were even asked to be a part of a certain company or situation. You're not being punished. You're just being challenged to step it up. Okay? So replace those thoughts and the doubt with only positive things and the possibilities going forward. I promise you that the mindset shift will be game changing. Thank you, well-rounders, for allowing me to share with you today. Today was just a quick episode of something that was on my mind. And if you found something here that I said helpful, do me a favor and just reach out to me via social. Let me know that you listened in. The links are all in the show notes. And another question, do you know someone that needs to hear today's show? Maybe someone that shared with you that they're feeling some type of way. So share the show with them. Let them know that they are not being set up. They're not being picked on, that this also will pass. Okay? Be sure to forward the show and share the love. And I really appreciate that. And lastly, leave us a review if you have 1 minute to spare, and it will be so helpful to the show and our team, and I would be so grateful. Thank you for listening, friends, and I will be back next week with a brand spanking new episode of A Well-Rounded Life. I love you. I appreciate you. Have the best day ever. Friends, thanks for kicking it with us this week. Remember to subscribe so you're notified when a new episode airs. I'd love it if you leave us a review and share this goodness with your squad. Until next time, seek a well-rounded life and remember to focus on what matters most.